Trigger Sports Network. This episode is on gearing up to go out on the range. We've already talked about our bag, we've talked about our equipment. We're going to talk about how to put your gear on and the reason and the importance behind putting your gear on exactly the same way every time you go to the range. You'll notice I have my shooting belt, my holster, and my magazine pouches. I locate everything in a nice, even line, so when I reach for something, it's in the very same plane that my body is adjusted to and normally works in. Try not to put your stuff or your equipment back to the point where you're breaking your body plane or working in a manner that is outside the normal kinetics of your body. We've removed our trigger lock. We're going to discuss loading your weapon system. Pick your weapon system up. Finger off the trigger. Inspect it. Clear, clear. Work on a principle of, if you're out there with a partner, I check you, you check me, we check each other. So in this case, what I would do is that my partner or my range buddy that's with me, I would say, check me clear. Clear, clear. With that out of the way, I will pick up my first magazine, insert it. I call this slap, roll, and rack. Slap, roll, rack. The reason that I release, it's a push-pull mechanism. From here, I push and release, allowing the slide to go fully to the full detent forward. The spring action should be able to move completely along without assisting it forward. If you assist it forward, you're liable to not chamber the round fully. One thing that I will caution you on at this point, do not take your Barney Fife bullet, drop it into the chamber, and load it. It puts extra wear on your ejectors, the spring, and the mechanism itself. It's an unnatural movement for the gun. Even though it's a mechanical piece of equipment, you're going to put extra wear on your ejector system for your handgun. At this point, take my loaded weapon system, place it firmly into my holster, take my magazine. You'll notice how I'm doing this. One finger on the pointy end of the bullet. I will seat my magazine fully into my magazine pouch. The reason that I do this is simple. Put it in the same way it is going to come out. When it comes out, my finger goes right back to the pointy end of the bullet. This way, even in a dark environment or a low light environment, I don't have to worry about knowing whether my magazine is going to fit into my weapon system when I need it to properly. It's not going to go in backwards. It goes in the right way every time. Practice like you fight, fight like you practice. You won't have any problems. Once we have everything back in place, I will reach back, release the magazine that I originally loaded the weapon system with, put this one in my pocket, draw a fully loaded magazine, reinsert it into my weapon, lock it in place until I hear that click, which means the magazine release system has locked it in place. I will check it. I will take the one magazine that is now 14 and not 15 bullets in it. I will reach into my Barney Fife pocket, pull my Barney Fife bullet out, top this magazine off, pointy end of the bullet, and back into the magazine pouch. The reason that I do this is I now have 16 rounds in my weapon system and not 15. Is that good? I don't know. The one clear thing that I do know is this. If you do it this way every single time, you are not going to have to worry about being second guessing whether or not you have a fully loaded weapon system with 16 rounds or it's just 15. Now, the one thing that I will do at this point is I will take it, press check. I look to see if there's a round in the chamber. Release it, check it, make sure, did you hear that? Didn't go all the way forward. That's the reason you do the push-pull when you load your weapon system. Do that again. It doesn't go all the way forward. Reach back, seat the slide all the way forward. Finger off the trigger, reholster the weapon system. Magazine pouches are loaded, the weapon is loaded. You're ready to step out on the range and have a good day of shooting. Thank you for your attention. We'll see you here the next time. Keep it inside the 10 ring.